run. It was Grant Setnicka and Ichis My Choice that took out the Open Classic Challenge at the 2017 Summer Spectacular. The pair marked a 2:29. Congratulations to you, Grant.
Thank you very much.
How did it feel the moment that you finished that run?
It felt unreal. I didn't really know, like when you have so much adrenaline going and stuff like that. I knew it was a good run. I knew I had a lot of stops and turns. It was a bit wild at times. I might have been a little kind of out of whack here or there, but that horse just covers it up so well. And she felt like after the first cow that she was really trying hard, and so I tried to just not mess it up and let her do it. And luckily she was right there with me, and I'm very, very, very fortunate to have Lloyd Cox and Boyd Rice out front, and Chris Johnsrud and TJ Good are in the corners. And I do this thing when I show that horse where when I walk across the timeline, I go deaf and blind, and I get so nervous on that horse because I know that horse has the ability to mark a big score, and so really the only variable is me. And so I just tried not to mess it up, try not to take myself out, take her out of the cut, and like those TJ and Chris and Boyd and Lloyd and everybody, they just did a great job of coaching me, through the run and giving me encouraging things, and telling me to slow down or when to go for it. And you hear stuff like that. It's funny, it's so loud during the run, but it's also one of those things where things kind of slow down and get quiet. And it's funny when you're showing, you remember weird things and stuff. And I just remember the second cow I cut was a dirty white horn cow, and the only thing we talked about, or only thing we said about that cow, is that we hated it and it was crazy. And as I'm cutting it, I'm like, oh, this is great, way to go. And like any one of those horses tonight could have won the finals, could have marked that score. And sometimes that white horn cow is going to run you over. Sometimes it bounces away from you and is awesome. So it's just, I really think, it's none of those horses are guys. It's no mistake they made the finals. Everyone's awesome. And like I said, I always consider myself an underdog, and I still, everywhere I go, like my goal is to just make the finals, and kind of when it's your day, it's your day. And I'm just really happy to still kind of be competitive amongst that type of competition. And
well, you've been extremely competitive on this horse. The last time we spoke, you just won the Worlds, and the horse at the time was a 4-year-old, which is very impressive. What's the magic between you, do you think?
Well, it was a horse of the year, but we hauled for the World, so that was why it was unique, I thought. And the mare felt maybe just a little tired towards the end of the year last year, and what's cool is it's her first show back since last year. And so she's one of those horses that to me she feels like she's gotten bigger and stronger, and she feels, I don't know, she felt awesome last year too, but maybe we just trust each other more or whatever it is, but she just feels very healthy. And in this competition, at this level, the way I try to explain it to people is you kind of almost got to put your horse in a bind, meaning like take a risky cut or just put him in a tough spot, and a really, really good horse will get you out of a bind. And those are what the great ones do, and she does that all the time for me. And it's like I tell people, she listens to me all the way up until the point when I'm wrong. And it's been really, really fun to have her back. And I'm really fortunate to have. I had Holy Cow, Texas, Jimmy Barros. I had two other horses in the finals that are very nice horses as well. But I just, I guess when it's kind of your day, it's your day.
So, for those of us who'll probably never ride a horse like that, describe to us what it's like, a big, stopping, powerful horse.
You know, she's one of those horses that it's a cool feeling because she has such a big reach across the cow that a lot of times you kind of stay in the middle of the pen, and because she goes and stops the cow and just waits, and then the cow goes, and then she goes and stops it, and goes and stops it, and it's just kind of one of those. I think she's kind of a once in a million horse, and I'm just so thankful for Constance and J5 and Chubby Turner found her as a 2-year-old, and
they were beaming tonight.
Oh yeah, they're, you know, Constance has been so awesome about, you know, the mare's healthy now, and she stepped off her last year so we could go for the Horse of the Year title, and then this year, you know, kind of the deal is if I have some bad luck in the Open or something, then she'll maybe buy a slot and show her, and so it's just one of those things that the way I look at it through Constance's eyes is you have like a Ferrari in your garage, and you don't drive it. And it's a very selfless thing for her to do, and it's awesome. So, you know, hats off to her and she swore that she enjoys watching her just as much as riding her, and so
she did. She looked like a proud mother up there.
Yeah. So I'm just you don't have people like that every day that have that outlook, and we, as always, we just want what's best for the horse, and she's not going to do anything halfway, and so it's one of those deals where if you're going to show her, she's going to give 110%. So no matter if we just show her a little bit, or it's always going to be, you know, a hard run, and Constance knows that, and it's just fun to walk down there and have the ability to, you know, if you do your job, you have a chance to win.
So, Grant, tell us, what does it feel like to have your first major title here in the Will Rogers?
It feels amazing. I like I said, I always just try to make the finals, and I was kind of extra nervous tonight because up until I went, there were a bunch of, any horse is a threat in that group, and I was just I had this feeling of like the judges, I thought they did a great job as far as placing the runs and stuff, and I felt like they were just kind of waiting for a big run, and like I said, I cut a cow that nobody told me to cut, or that we all didn't want to cut, and it worked out. You know, as good as everybody wants to think they are, there is a huge element of luck in this deal, and you know, tomorrow I could do the same thing and that cow could run me over, but I guess for whatever reason tonight was my night, and I don't even, you know, it's just a surreal feeling. Sorry, and it hasn't even sunk in yet, for sure.
You got some celebrating ahead of you to do. Congratulations to you, Grant.
Thank you very much.